Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're doing well. This video is going to be going over the objectives. Now, look, for some people, they may not be a huge fan of these 3-star Psycho Man things. Personally, I love a bit of ISO, especially if it means that I'm not popping open certain crystals. Although, you know, there are plenty of ways and methods to get ISO, but I like the way this is evenly spread. It's nice. It's a little added extra. So we're going to go over some of the 3-star Psycho Man objectives because this is going to be one of those videos that's going to immensely help you out. Link is in the description, and info actually is in the description of where to go. But I'm just going to go over where the best places to go, best practical advice in order to get this event done as quickly as possible. So right off the bat, when it comes to Master of Moods, there's also one that I actually did by ranking up Psycho Man. So here's the thing, where do I get rank up resources? So starting off with Master of Moods, just go to the store first and foremost, go to your glory, and then swipe down and you should be able to see tier 1 tech catalyst available, and then it will be available a little bit later on. And then the same thing can be for some other kind of like crystals and stuff, and like, you know, tier 2 there if you need it. But Saturday is the main day that you'll see this event give the tier 2 alpha, so the daily. You can go into your crystal selection. You maybe have like a tier 1 or tier 2. I always keep myself having some in reserve just in case I need them. So I've got like a 12 tier 2 class catalyst. Yes, I could get one. Yes, I may not get any. It's just the roll of the dice. But if you go into, on Saturday, your daily section, so just go to dailies, and then there's quests like there's Mystic Turbulence on now, and then upcoming one is tech, so it's not tomorrow, it's Saturday. That'll give you an opportunity to then get this Master of Moods smashed out, which is there. Next up, let's go for King or Jester Jeering. So defeat a Black Panther or Deadpool 15 times using Psycho Man, any rarity. Now, what I've done with this guide is I've put together options that kind of represent lower champions to fight off against, and I've done mostly non-dual targets except for the Fantastic Fears. But in any case, let's move on to King or Jester Jeering. Now, in King or Jester Jeering, which is on screen now, it's defeat Black Panther or Deadpool 15 times. Now, for this, I spent several hours going through a lot of the low difficulty things, and a lot of the video is representative of lower rated champions to fight up against, like Star Edge rating, just to make this event more quicker to do. So if you go to Book 1, Act 1, and then go to 1.4.4, so Act 1, 1.4, which is there, 0.4, which is Revelation. Funny enough, 1.4 is actually the best place to be to grab stuff. As soon as you go in, you'll see a 2 energy Black Panther Civil War. Now, I have done this once, so I can confirm that it indeed gives that that one that we can see on screen now. So that fight there, it's a 2 energy. And with this, I would say to kind of like balance in your hate and as well doubt. So doubt was pretty easy to do. You just do blocks. So just do blocks. And then hate is all about win 10 fights, final blows dealt by a heavy attack. And then it plays into other things like special attacks, like you do SP1, then you do SP2. We'll get onto those in a minute. But the next one up is Fantastic Fears. Now, for this, I literally tried my best to try and find an energy-based or kind of like quest-based version where you didn't have to spend that much. I did not find that, so I recommend doing dual targets. And again, I searched and looked over many different options, this one being the best one. So you can search Blast or Blast 20222. Now, I might have to remove the space, but no, it's right at the top there. This Mr. Fantastic Fight, which is this one here. I've done this 2 times already, so I can confirm this indeed works. Will you be able to do this right off the bat? No. It will take 3 days, or when the dual targets refresh, whenever that is. So it could be like, you know, once each day. So it'll take you 3 days to do, but it's an option. So just to confirm, you saw on screen that I've done that 2 times. And you can see there that it's indeed ticked over twice for that. Now, moving on, the other option is Inhuman's Hatred or Inhuman Hatred. Now, the thing that to mention, there are some other options elsewhere. Like I did find a Medusa on 1.4.2. But one of the best ones is a Quake, which is a 1 energy spend. So that's the difference. You can do the Medusa at 1.4.2, Or you can do Quake for a 1 energy spend. And let's just confirm this to be correct. So again, if you go to Act 1, and then you go to Act 1.4.1. So it's kind of weird that. It's kind of cool though. That the next quest actually brings an Inhuman. But this is the best one because it's a 1 energy spend. So, as I said, all details are down in the description down below if you do want to check it out. But yeah, that's 1.4.1, 1 energy spend. Quake, again, just to confirm, that is what I've done before. And you can see this is one of 20. So, indeed, that's been done. 20 energy spend, not too bad in order to grab with that. The next thing when it comes to, first of all, tips about like setting up a team around it. Now, you have two options, okay? This team that I put up here is just, I think I just put it together because it had high block proficiency, especially with Guardian synergy. That's one of the key reasons that I put that together. You can also go down the route, if you're doing any kind of special kind of building, is to have a power gain synergy. So power gain synergy, that would be, and you usually see them just say power gain, romance synergy to be exact. So that will kind of build you up to special attacks quicker, especially if you're doing SP3s and whatnot. And I would say that when you do the fear aspect, which we'll talk about in a minute, it's important to kind of like build power quickly, or it's a case of like picking targets to kind of like hit into, build up to your SP3, because a lot of the times if you're doing lower hit pool champions, like lower, you're taking a 3-star against 1 stars or 2 stars, you're going to be able to smash that fight out just like as quickly as possible. So that's Master of Moods, King of Jester, Jeering, Fantastic Fears, and Inhuman Fears all covered in the vid so far. Let's move on to Hate, which is the heavy attack. Now, I've only got like 8 more to do because when I've been fighting, I've been trying to end fights like that. Just to kind of go like, right, I've done against Mr. Fantastic. Let's then throw a heavy attack to end. You do have an option of going to Road to Labyrinth and kind of going up against weaker champions. You could do this in the likes of Act 1, but I would say that Road to Labyrinth is normally kind of the best bet because of, you know, the champions, the hit pools and stuff, and the rotations, pretty darn easy. It's 2 stars, you know, hit pool, what is the hit pool, like 1,200, and you can just like, you know, like now, I'm just going to bring in Psycho-Man. On that route, yeah, it's just easy stuff, so like parry, well, try to do a parry. If we can do it, come on, get close. Stop doing that. I'm just not allowed to be parried. Fine, I'll just do a heavy attack. You can just, yeah, we'll try and do this as much as possible. The enemy is just there static looking at me. That's the problem with like lower end AI. It's kind of like weird. There's not allowing me to do a parry. Man, I do love lower areas AI because it's so funny. But there you go. There's that one done. And the same thing can be like you can move on to the next fight, to the next fight, next fight, just kind of building up. So yeah, we've probably added another one to there. So it's 3 as opposed to 2 that it was. But yeah, that's the option. Watch out for the AI though; it can really get on your nuts because it's just like going like they're like, I'm going to stand and look at you. Oh, you're not going to go into my block or go into a parry. No, but yeah, look, it is what it is. Next thing is doubt. Doubt is pretty easy to do because you just in any fight, and I just built that up doing some of the other kind of clears of moments ago. The final thing is fear. I won't be going to the Cavalier one, that'll be for a separate video to cover, but for the fear aspect, it's important to, as I said, find champions you can build up quickly. Now, we could have done the same thing. The interaction in this stage is just kind of like, yeah, quickly building as much as you can, especially for the SP1 side of things. It's going to be other times that it's not going to be as easy. Like even now, we're coming dangerously close. So just throw the SP1, blast, 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 done. That's that one then done. When it comes to the SP2, you might have to go up and like go to another Road to Labyrinth in order to get there. You can see we've got one of fear there. That's the thing. You're gonna have to like look at quests, look at hit pools, because that's the problem. You're gonna be over hitting against hit pool. If you've trying to build up to an SP3 and your power's not building quickly, and yeah, you could use the champion, then it's going to be a little bit difficult to build up that without kind of going like, oh, I am going to over damage you before I hit the SP3. Or you can just get hit. That's the other thing, is get hit to build up to that SP3, SP2 and SP3 respectively once you're at those particular areas. But yeah, doing this and kind of following this methodology will allow you to smash this out, I think, in about 24 to 48 hours. Maybe a little bit less, depending if you're a bit greedy and you're like, well, the duel side of things, I can spend 5 units to get it done. I doubt people will be like that. I think people will wait, get the duel skirmish tokens and duel credits even, and be able to kind of smash that out. But that has been my top tips when it comes to this event, and you should be able to smash this out in a very short space of time. If you do have to wait, Saturday is when the daily comes in for you to get some more tier 1, not tier 1 alpha, tier 1 tech catalyst. My god, it's been a long time since I needed that, but there we go. Hope you enjoyed this video, and as well check out some of the recent content posted today. The final video of today more than likely will be a Cavalier related video. I'm not sure if it's going to be like decent champions to go with the nodes, or it's going to be like boss counters. I'm not quite sure which one I'm going to do, but yeah, lots of content about this month still. I've still got to make. Looking forward to getting that content out to you, and thanks very much for watching. See you all very soon. Bye bye.